From kittens to horses, the Houston SPCA helps all sorts of animals in need, and really those that just want love, especially those that are in abuse situations.
I know, it's terrible, but it happens every single day. And the Houston SPCA has a very dedicated investigation team. Here to tell us more about it are Debbie Michelson and Maverick Wagner. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Now, listen, for a lot of people out there, we've seen the show Animal Cops on Animal Planet. You guys are the actual animal cops.
Yes,
You're not just animal cops, you are the animal cops from the show. So tell us a little bit about how every day unfolds, because this is pretty intense work.
Well, the days vary, but we get calls reported from the general public. Citizens can either call in or go online and file a report. And then it would be anything from an animal that doesn't have food or water or shelter, to an animal that's injured, not receiving vet care, to livestock that appears to be not being taken care of. We get those calls in, and then we go out into different areas, and we go out and investigate those calls and work towards a solution.
Maverick, I would think a lot of folks would kind of just going to go, hey, it's not my business. What would you say to someone that if you see an animal in need that's in an abuse situation, you think the phone and call?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you see something you think it might be cruelty, call us. Let us go out. That's what we do. We investigate reported cases of animal cruelty. A lot of what we do is we go out and, we try to educate the owners, saying, here's what the law is, here's what you need to do. And a lot of time, they just don't know how to take care of an animal properly. So a lot of our job is actually educating the people who have the animals and, hopefully correcting the situation from within instead of having to go farther and remove the animal and go through the legal process of stuff.
But beyond, though, people who are just unknowingly neglecting their animals and need to be educated about it, there also are animal cruelty cases that you guys are going into. So tell us how something like that works when you're going into a situation to investigate a possible cruelty case. Isn't that kind of dangerous, just to show up at someone's property and check it out?
It can be. There's certainly all kinds of situations we walk into. We get cases of reported dog fighting, things like that, and that's inherently dangerous. And sometimes it's a report of a dog in the backyard without a shelter. So we're cautious every time we go. And we read the situation when we go up. And if there's ever a situation we feel uncomfortable, we certainly pull back and we ask for assistance. But our main part is as the investigator. We go in and we check on the situation. We look for a solution. We try to find a solution. We advise owners how to reach that. And then ultimately, we have to call for assistance with local law enforcement agencies, be it the constable's office, the sheriff's department, the police department, if the ultimate goal is to remove that animal from the property.
Maverick, I would imagine it's a job where you just don't get to shut it off, that some of it comes home with you at times.
I mean, there are definitely those days where it's hard, and people always ask us, how do you do that? How do you see the things that you see every single day? And I know Debbie says it and I say it, if I go home at the end of the day and I've made a difference in the life of one animal that day, I've done my job for the day. So that's just you have to kind of focus on the positives and the ones that you can actually make that positive impact for.
And you both mentioned that you rely on private citizens to flag these cases of potential abuse or cruelty. How would someone file a report, or is it as simple as picking up the phone and calling you?
Yeah, absolutely. You can call the SPCA and talk to our call center and make a report over the phone, or you can go to our website. There's an actual form that you can fill out, and it'll ask you all the information, address, and everything. You can fill it out right online and submit it, and it goes right to our database, and it's assigned to an investigator.
Can you do it anonymously?
There are ways that you can get around and do that, but we really request that you give us information, because there's a lot of times we go out to a property and we don't have all the information, and we might need to call somebody. An address might be wrong. There may not be an address. It might just say the White House. So we don't ever give the person that we're going to investigate the information on who the caller is or who made the complaint. So for us, it's beneficial if you are able to at least leave a name and phone number so we can call you if we need to.
And we only have about a minute left, but part of your job also is to appear in court. I think that a lot of people might not realize that oftentimes, just as in a child custody case, case, these animals, they're custody issues with animals, where you have to sometimes take custody of an animal to get it out of a bad situation.
Well, the main thing that we do is a civil process, a civil seizure process, and we have to go in and present to a court, and we have to bring enough evidence. We have to do our diligence and prove that this animal was cruelly treated so that the animal can be awarded to the SPCA so that we can get it out and put it in a better home or take care of it.
So you guys are also truly animal advocates.
Yes, we are.
We are.
Sticking up
Debbie
for 'em.
Michelson, Maverick Wagner, keep up the good work. Thank you so much for
Thank you
stopping
for
by
having us.
today.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And once again, to get involved with the Houston SPCA or to file an animal cruelty report, you can visit houstonspca.org.